6 things about the Range Rover I guarantee you didn't know about. You ready to start this? Let's do it. So I'll start off easy, and I'm sure you're gonna be like, I already knew this. But you have dual sun visor. What does that mean? That means you can open this one and put it here, and you can put this one down, okay? But did you know, actually, you're not supposed to use it this way. You're supposed to use it this way, because you do have the pillar here, and that way you can prevent more sun from coming in. So that's number 1. Let's move on to the second one. So the second thing, if your tailgate doesn't open, of course mine does open, but if yours does not open, what would you do in this case? Can you see this trigger here? If you press it down, and if you press this one down here, put your finger, you do this, and you put your finger here. It's a bit more difficult, this one. Let me try my other hand, maybe easier. Yeah, here you go. And unlocked. If you look closely, if I were to click on this one, they do move. See? That's how actually they work. Now, let's do the third one while we're here. If you look up, just over here, and then I do this. If the tailgate doesn't open, all I have to do is pull this wire, and that will open the tailgate. So what to expect for the next 2 weeks? For the next 2 weeks, we are going to be working on the car still, and we are going to do some modifications, or actually, I want to say repairs, okay? Repairs to the suspension parts, and we are going to do some work here under the engine, which is part of here. If you know Land Rovers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this part here, and it controls the front wheels, okay? I'm not gonna tell you much, it's gonna be a surprise, but we spent a lot of money today at Land Rover. By the way, Land Rover, okay, this is the situation. When you buy parts from Land Rover, you guarantee that they are correct parts. When you buy parts from outside, you don't guarantee that they are correct. They are the correct parts, okay? So the situation is, I did buy parts from outside and they were not the correct parts. I don't recall a time that I did buy the parts from outside and it was the correct part. It's just my luck that it's always the wrong part, okay? So, Steven, if you're listening, this is the only reason why I buy from Land Rover, and it is cheaper. Promise you, it is cheaper, Steven. So, with that in mind, let's go back to the video, and just wanted to add this as an additional to get you excited about what's happening within the next 2 weeks. Let's go back to the video. Okay, let's quickly move to number 4. If your fuel cap doesn't open, of course mine does open, but if it doesn't open, and why it doesn't open? Because this one is not going back far enough, because usually it goes up to here and lock it. But if it doesn't go back far enough, then it will be locked. But mine is not locked at the moment. If you would come here and then were to open this compartment, if you look closely, just over here, there's actually the fuel logo over here. If you pull that, that would unlock the fuel cap here. Sorry, not the fuel cap, the door for the fuel cap. That will unlock it. But while we're here, I'm gonna tell you something that you didn't know about, which is number 5, okay? If you look closely, not here, you go down to here, whoop, just like that. Can you see this wire? That wire, what does it do? Well, if you pull that wire, you will disengage the parking brakes. You remember the parking brakes that we did? Yes, you will disengage them if you pull that wire. How cool is that? Now, let's move to number 6, which is the most exciting bit, and I think that's the bit that you will be using on a weekly basis. Let me show you. Okay, so for you to believe me, I'm going to do the next bit without any cuts. So it's going to be a raw footage, and this is number 6. If you can see, my door is open. Tailgate can be opened. This one can be opened. Yeah, do you agree? I hope you do. I can open all of these, and if I can show you here, I can open this, and I can open this door, and the same thing goes on the other side. See, I'm not doing any cuts, so you can see. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the driver's seat. I'm not going to turn the car on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the start key. Just turn the ignition on, but not the car. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go vehicle settings, well, home, and then settings, and then vehicle settings, and I'm gonna go into the valley mode. Let me just get rid of this ping ping. Okay, and then I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, press OK, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, press OK. Okay, valet mode activated. Okay, if I try to open this, it does not open. So if I'm giving this car for someone and I'm putting something specific here, they cannot open it. So if I'm giving it to the cleaner, or if I'm going to a hotel, they cannot open this compartment. And take a look, no cut. See, no cut. Remember I told you the tailgate you can open? Take a look, you can no longer open it. So it's fully locked. So if you have luggage, in the back, no one can access it. How cool is that? Now, on the newer models, you cannot open this, but of course on the older models you can, because this is manually, or how can I say? Yeah, it's manual rather than automatic. So it's using cables, not using like a computer to open it. Listen, I want you to be honest. Did you really know about these ones? And if you did, please let me know down in the comment below, because I am very curious to know if you knew about them before or not.
Welcome back to Life as Usual. In today's mini segment, you will be seeing me planting flowers for our front garden. I'm sure most of you now who've been coming on our channel and watching our videos, you keep seeing this beautiful front garden. Well, obviously now with it being spring/summer, it is finally time for us to plant some flowers and make it look beautiful. So what we did is we've prepared everything over here. We have a few different types of plants that we have picked, and for all of you gardening lovers, they're actually called, oh my gosh, some of them are called impatiens. I think that's how it's pronounced. So we have two sorts. One is pink, one is red. Then we have the begonias, the beautiful begonias that have started blossoming already, and the dahlias. So alongside Fahed's help and attentive supervision, we are now going to start. We've already, by the way, marked the spots around the front garden with some pebbles, because if we have, how many, Fahed? Is it, I think 18 plants?
Something like that.
Yeah, 18 flowers in total. So we've already marked the spots throughout the front garden, and we're going to get cracking.